What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Charting Crypto Sunday live stream. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Had a pretty good weekend. Great weather out here in Michigan this weekend. High of mid 70s. Mid 70s, pretty breezy today. Did some outdoor work. You smoke a cigar once in a great while. I recommend Java Mint by Drew. Welcome Kelsey West from Kentucky. And then we have Zegoth, Wisconsin. Java Mint by Drew. I don't really smoke cigar. I do like maybe once or twice a year. So what a boring weekend in crypto, right? Not a whole lot has happened. Still on this downtrend from BTC since August 14th. We're actually testing it right now. We're on the day chart. I'm actually going to go to the 1 hour, then we're going to do the 4 hour, then we're going to do the day chart on BTC. And then we can just jump into some altcoins. I don't know how long this live stream for. Usually I do it for an hour and a half, so we'll just see how that goes. So what's everyone's thoughts this week? What do you guys think the market's going to be doing? More chop sideways, more boring? I'm kind of thinking, I mean, you have to capitulate eventually, right? And just on cue, look at that hour chart. Started approximately 35 minutes ago, this candle did, and we actually got rejected at that downtrend once again. You can see right there, we wicked above it right to the resistance at 1968, got rejected at this downtrend. We're currently working our way back down on BTC on the 1 hour chart. RSI is massively overbought at 91. MACD is starting to cool down to a downward sentiment. You can see we just started cooling down 2 candles ago, so 2 hours ago was the peak on this, and then we're starting to calm down. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So by tomorrow we should be in that bearish crossover. So I'm assuming tomorrow we're going to be heading down to around the low 19,000s. It's looking like for BTC. Yeah, this is our third time testing it. So we started here, tested it on September 13th. We just tested it right now and got rejected. After we tested it on September 13th, we had that huge capitulation right here. So hopefully this test right here isn't that capitulation that sends us lower. If it did send us lower, we do have a main support here at 18.6. Then you inevitably have the 1 down there. I don't know what's up with this music. There we go. So as of right now, this is our third time touching this downtrend right here. Last time we touched it, we had a big capitulation. That was a huge one. Let's see approximately how big that one was. That was 11% drop on BTC when we hit that. I don't think it'd be 11% drop here, but if we did follow that capitulation, I could definitely see us going down to the next support down here to 19K. I think 19K is going to be what would be early tomorrow to Tuesday is going to be is the low 19K. But on the 1 hour chart, you can see we're massively overbought. Our MACD is starting to head to a bearish crossover. WTX is also oversold. So let's jump to the 4 hour and see how that works. 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart still bullish. You can see we actually broke above this resistance right here at 19.5. We zoom and take a little bit of a closer look. We haven't hard candled this downtrend yet, but we have wicked over on the 4 hour. We're currently just got above this resistance area. I still think we're going to get rejected at this downtrend on the 4 hour chart. Even though the MACD is moving bullish and the RSI is tailing back up, if we just look at the WTX down here, this is a normal high of where we tag out. I mean, if we just look every time we've barely touched this red area, that's when we started that retracement. And similar to the RSI, every time we've came up to around the 75 range, we've started that retracement. We're currently at 63, so that 75 would most likely bring the body up to this downtrend right here, in which case that would bring a red candle in, and we'd start working our way back down to the 786, which we've pretty much been riding for months. You can see 786 has just been our massive support forever. I'm actually going to extend it a little bit further so we can see. So this is the 786 right here. You can see way back here, it was also our support before we rocketed up, and then now it's currently our support again. But if BTC continues to hold up at the 786, you can see that 786 is having a crossover here approximately October 30th. So BTC is gonna have to decide what it's gonna do before then. Either we're gonna be breaking out of the 786 and breaking out of this downtrend, otherwise This crossover right here is going to send us a little bit lower, and the BTC is going to be going down to 18.6. So that's the 4-day right now. I think this week we're going to be starting off in the low 19K, pretty much like how every week has started recently. Uh-oh. I don't want to leave. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. So on the day chart, similar thing. We're testing that downtrend once again. You can see the MACD really isn't moving that much. We've pretty much just been bopping along here between this downtrend and the 786. Pretty much been consolidating between the 786, 618. Testing this downtrend right here. Last time we tested it, we had a huge drop. So history doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. So hopefully when we hit that, we don't see that huge capitulation unless you want BTC to drop, which I currently do want BTC to drop, and I think BTC is going to be dropping. But short term right now, you know, RSI is pretty much neutral at 50. MACD really isn't moving much at all. We're just getting squeezed here between this downtrend and 786 convergence area. So I think this week we're gonna find out what's gonna happen with this downtrend. BTC is either gonna break out or we're gonna be heading down to another low. We won't be just going sideways chopping through it. It's gonna have to decide whether it's gonna be going up or going down, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. But as of right now, I think BTC is going to be chopping around until we get absolutely squeezed out, then heading down to around 18.6. And then inevitably you see the 1618s down here at 18. If we break below that, all hell's breaking loose, and we have a huge capitulation down to 15.8. So you got, break below 786, you have a main support here at 18.5, and then you have the next main support here at the 1 at approximately 18K. You drop below 18K, that's where you're gonna see a lot of fear, a lot of panic, a lot of selling in the market. That's where you're gonna get your best buys to stack your portfolio. That's currently what I'm waiting on there, to drop down to this 15K. I was talking about, I'm gonna start, I still have quite a bit of dry powder sitting on the side, and I was actually waiting for that 15K, the 1618 down here. Probably around 15.5 is where I'm going to be starting to put my money back in, is around 15.5 when BTC heads down there. Okay, what are we on now? Let's see. So we're gonna take a quick look at quant, see how quant's doing. Well, yeah, we'll jump with quant, then we'll get to the requests in the chats. I haven't looked at quant today. So quant on the day chart's looking, well, this is where I currently have my buy-in order at $100. The reason I have that, if you look at this volume, this is pretty much where all the volume is for quant, around $100 towards this main support. So I'm playing the long game on quant. If you go to the shorter time frame, we're going to see a little bit of more volatility with quant. But if you're just patient, I think quant's going to be working its way back down to $100, especially the way that BTC looks like it's about to capitulate. I know people are saying quant has moved away from BTC. We briefly moved away from it from September 6th till now. I mean, that's not moving away from it, you know. I mean, we can do the BTC comparison right here just to show. So that's where we kind of diverged away from BTC, was on June 28th, and we have not looked back yet. But BTC is the tide that raises and lowers all ships, and quant is just a boat on that tide. And yeah, we deviated right now, but eventually it's going to find balance and come back down, I think. So I'm keeping an eye on the day chart for around $100. That's where my buy-in order is for quant right now. You can see we are making lower highs. We haven't put in a lower low yet. We currently wick down to the 382 right here. Let me get rid of this Bitcoin. Oh, we wicked down to that 382 right there at approximately 169. RSI is still tailing back down since it was overbought. The last time it was overbought on the day chart was back in September 2021. So it's been a while since we were overbought on quant. And we've only ever reached 70 plus on quant 4 times. This is the 4th time we've actually been, I consider, overbought on quant. First time being overbought on this chart anyways. Was September 5th, 2021. We almost reached it here. We were at 68 on March 30th. We were overbought here on July 15th. This year we were overbought on August 6th this year, and we actually got our massively overbought indicator right here. We were all the way up to 81. We got 3 sell signals on the WTX, and on the day chart we were starting to head back down here. And look, the day chart actually just started flipping bullish. We just had a bearish crossover in the day chart. We have not had any bearish crossovers on the MACD since we had this takeoff right here. So just keep that in mind. We have not had a single bearish crossover. And now that we've officially put in a lower high, we just had that bearish crossover right there. So that's why I'm thinking, just all this added up, I think we're gonna be starting to ladder back down. I think it's gonna be very difficult to get below 140. I remember 140 on quant when I was just buying quant. 140 is gonna be a very difficult area to get over or to get below as well, which is also the 618. The 618 is the main support on Fibonacci retracements, and it's also a main support right here at 134. But if we break below that, you can see there's really no volume until you get down to around $100, actually 104. I'm hoping we head down there and I catch a wick down to 100. So that's on the day. If I jump over to the 4-hour chart, this is where I do my short-term trades and stuff like that. Short-term trade right now, this is what I'm talking about, that 140 area. On the short term, on the 4-hour, the 618 is sitting on top of the main volume area, and it's also on top of a main support. So it's kind of like a triple support right there. I remember us chopping around 140, 145 for a while for quant, but I think we're starting to ladder back down. You can see we did have that bearish crossover in the MACD. We briefly fell below this uptrend on the RSI, broke back above it, and we are below it again, testing it right now as resistance. You can see we're currently getting rejected. So the RSI is pretty low at 39 right now, but I think right now we're going to be working on working our way back down to around $160 for quant. WTX hasn't put in a buy signal yet, pretty much at neutral. I mean, we're at -12. That's not neutral, neutral zero, but we're pretty neutral. I would have to say on the WTX. So short term right now for quant, we're going to keep an eye on this 382 right here at 170. If we break below 170, our next stop's going to be down here at 162, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. As of right now, you can see we did put in a lower high. So to continue this downtrend, we would have to put a lower low. So if we went down to 155 and we had that bounce off of that, that would actually confirm a lower low. I mean, it's only a couple dollars lower than 158 where we currently have our low at. Our low is at 158, but anything below 158 is technically a lower low and still would validate that downtrend, downwards movement. So as of right now, that's currently what I'm keeping an eye on for quant, is dropping below $170 and then inevitably heading down to 160 and possible wick down to the 0.5 right here to 155, and then that's gonna be the bottom until we go up and put in our lower high from there. If we do a general downtrend on this, yeah, see, this downtrend's holding pretty hard, and this is a pretty damn steep downtrend. So yeah, we're in this pretty steep downtrend for quant right now. You can see we currently got rejected at the downtrend. I don't think this 382 is going to hold right here. I think our next stops will be 160, and then possible wick down to 150, and then we're just going to be retesting this downtrend once again. This is what I'm kind of seeing on the 4-hour. Work our way down to the 0.5, come up and test the 382. Then that'll be our huge capitulation down to 140 right there, and then it's just going to be rinse and repeat. Step down all the way until I get my $100 quant. So everyone's saying quant's going in the moon, but I think this is the highest we're to be seeing for a while. It's 220. And then I guess I'll go to the 1 hour before we start doing some other TA. 1 hour, similar thing. Quant retrace, so it's starting to work its way back up to this uptrend resistance area. WTX is pretty much neutral. MACD is starting to cool down in a bearish sentiment. So with that being said, you can see, and let me clear all these lines out so you can see actually see we're getting squeezed between the 382 main support and this downtrend right here. I'm going to get it in real close so you guys can see it. So this is the downtrend on quant right now, and you can see we're currently getting squeezed between the 382 and the main support area at 170, and inevitably one of these is going to give. And with all the indicators and all the different timeframes that we checked, quant is bearish in my personal opinion. So I don't think this double support's going to hold, and it's going to be very similar to what I talked about. We'll capitulate down to that support around 160 and possibly catch that wick down to 155, and then work our way up to the 382, and then just rinse and repeat for quant. That's quant. Let me get into these chats and see. So Shahida, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Member of the channel, so they get priority for charting requests. We did quant, so we're gonna check out WFI first, and then we'll jump into some other ones. So Year in Finance is up 2.6% at 7,783. I love it when we find coins that have a small max supply to circulating supply. That just means the price can move up drastically in a bull run. The bad thing about that is it could also move down drastically in a bear market. Market cap's extremely low for a coin with this small supply of only 244 million. All-time high in this coin was $90,000 last bull run. That is nuts. $90,000 last bull run. All-time low was July 18th, 2020. So if you would have bought this coin July 18th, 2020 and held, you'd be up 24,480% on your investment. That is absolutely nuts. This shows you the power of holding. Everyone with those paper hands are going to regret it. Just have those diamond hands, you know, put it on a ledger, toss it in your safe, forget about it. We're going to look at a lot of coins tonight, and every time we look at these all-time lows, you'll see massive gains like this and over low time periods, over 2 to 3 years. People work all the way to their 63, 65 for their 401k retirement. I mean, you put the right amount of money in there and you wait 3 years and get 24,000% on your returns. Boom. There you go. So that's Year in Finance. Let's jump into the TA of it. Oh boy, sorry about that. Long day working outside. Kind of nice doing some TA though. So here we are, WFI. We're gonna go to the 4 hour on this. So as of right now on the 4 hour, wow. So as of the 4 hour right now, we had a bearish fake out right here. We currently had a huge move off that. We had a huge move off 7,044. Currently wick past this resistance at 7,876. Also, off the top of your head, a simple 5 set and forget long-term thing. Yeah, I'll give you my opinion on what I'm holding long-term after I do this TA. So as of right now, Year in Finance, yeah, we're moving up. But if you just look, we're in a general downtrend. This is very, very similar to what BTC is doing right now. You can see it looks very similar to BTC. If I toss a comparison of BTC over this and we just line them up, you can see it's pretty much following BTC exactly. So we haven't deviated from BTC, so this coin is obviously very reliant on BTC. So if you think BTC is going to be shit in the bed down the road and you're looking to pick up more Year in Finance, then it might not be a bad idea to wait for Bitcoin to shit the bed, because obviously this thing follows what Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin goes lower, this is going to go lower. This thing will only go up if Bitcoin goes up. I mean, it's pretty much followed it exactly. We get that overlay, if I can marry it up perfectly. So Year in Finance is kind of relying on BTC, and you can actually see it's dropping compared to BTC. So BTC looks to be a little bit stronger. So we get rid of that and we start doing some TA on this. I'll draw that downtrend. We did break out of this downtrend though, so that's good. So we recently did break out of this downtrend, so that's bullish. We had that bearish fake out right here. We blasted right through this downtrend. We're currently working our way up towards 786. RSI is neutral. We definitely have room to run up. WTX is also neutral as well. So if we draw a fib on this and try to dissect it a little bit, if we go to the bottom, I think it'll probably be this top, or is it going to be this top right here? Looks like it's this top right here that we're respecting. As of now, that was the 786 that we broke over. We do have a pretty heavy resistance area right here at the 618. So we have a main resistance and we have a 618 on top of each other. If you don't know, the 618 in a Fibonacci retracement is the massive support and resistance. And then you have the 786 and the 382 on top, which are very similar, but not as strong. So we're currently heading up towards the 618 here on Year in Finance, which is also on the main resistance area. So that's just something I'm going to be keeping an eye on here. Usually when you break out of a downtrend like this, you tend to come back and back test it as support. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking out for here. We're going to be looking for a move up to this general area at around 7,800, 7,900. And then we're going to come back down to the 786, I think, to test this downtrend as support. Usually that happens 99% of the times when you break out of a downtrend, especially a long-term downtrend like this since September. You have to come back down and test it as support. And if it holds as support, then we reverse this down. We officially reverse this downtrend, and we can start talking about making some ladder steps up. But if we fall back into this downtrend, the downtrend's valid again, and then we just have to keep monitoring it until we break out again. So as of right now, we broke out. So that's extremely bullish. We just can't fall back in it. And I think we're going to be testing that out here pretty soon on Yearn Finance. I think the highest that we're going to be going for the short term is around 7,900 max before we drop back down to 7,600 to test this as a support. And then we'll monitor that when we come back down and test it as support. If it breaks back below it, you're back in the downtrend. If we bounce off it, we reversed and we're finally bullish and we can start working our way back up. So this downtrend test is going to be the storyteller of this in the short term. So top 5 off the top of my head, set and forget long term. So my first one that I hold long term obviously is Bitcoin. I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Quant, and then I also am holding Azero long term. I just got into Azero this year, and that's going to be in my long term bag as well. So those are my long term holds as of right now. My portfolio is mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's mainly Ethereum. It goes Ethereum, Bitcoin, Quant, Cardano, and then Azero. Then I have my other plays on the side, but those are the ones that I have that I'm not going to be selling for a long term. I think Azero is going to be massive in this next bull run. Up and coming layer 1. If you follow them on Twitter and you do your research on them, they're making massive moves. So let's see. Let's get back to the chats here. So we have Quant Yearn Finance, EGLD, MNW. So EGLD. Whoops. I guess I can't type. Elron. Up 3.1% at $56.61. 31 million max, 23 million in circulation, and a 1.3 billion market cap. All-time high was $545.64 11 months ago. Wow, I can't fucking talk today. All-time low was 2 years ago at $6.51. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. So EGLD. Oh, looks like I charted this a while back. Let's see what I charted. I had us going down to the main resistance, or this was main support at the time. Main support here before we worked our way back up, but it looks like we actually got stopped out at 382 and then worked our way back up. It's always nice when I haven't charted in a while. I can kind of go back and see how accurate I was on charting. So I was a little bit more bearish on this than I should have been in the past, back in August. So as of right now, we actually just had a bullish crossover on the 4-hour. RSI is working its way back up towards 45, and we're pretty much neutral on the WTX. If you look at the general top on the RSI, let me just draw a general mean line on the RSI. This is a general area where we top out at. It looks like it's around 70. You can see we've tagged 70 quite a bit, and that's usually our retracement. Yes, we've broken over it before and entered the overbought territory, but as of right now, I think that is something that we really need to keep in the back of our mind. Is this is a normal area in which EGLD Elron goes to before we start a retracement. Yeah, another one you can say is 57. So if I draw another one there, there's another main top right here at 57. So these are the two areas on the RSI that I'm going to be keeping an eye on in the movement up. The first one would be 57, and if we broke above that, I'd say the local top would be 70. Now if we draw a Fibonacci on this, we can kind of see what's going on here. So as of right now, we actually broke below the 382. So this is pretty bullish right now, especially when we just got a bullish crossover. We're currently heading up towards the main resistance at 50. What is this? 57.23. So I'd say about $57.25 is what we're gonna be working our way up to right now. And that would bring us to our first main top on the RSI at around 57. What was that? 57.49 on the RSI. So like I said in the past, there's two different areas in which this usually reverses at. And the first one would be at this resistance area at 57.25, and then inevitably the top one right here, 70 would be bringing us up to the local top at around $60, and then we'd have to assess that. So as of right now, I think we're going to be hitting one of these areas right here. I think we're either going to be hitting the $57, and if we break above the $57, the next stop's going to be 60. We just had that bullish crossover. RSI definitely has room to run up. WTX also has room to run up. So I'm going to be bullish on this. I think in the short term, we're definitely going to be heading up to around 57.25. and we'll assess the situation when we get there. If you see us break above 57.25, where I think we're to blow right past this the 236 and go all the way up to 60. You see this wasn't all the way up to 62. It wicked all the way up to 60, but we didn't get a body up to 60. I think we could get a similar thing to that. We can get a body up to, you know, around 59, then the wick up to 60. But I think we're going to be seeing around $60 Elron here pretty soon before we see a retracement. That is if we break above this resistance at 57.25. So 57.25 is the price that we need to keep an eye on for Elron in order for us to continue higher. And I do think we're coming up to test that 57.25 here before we see any sort of movement to the downside. So that's my TA on Elron right there. I'm going to be bullish on it. So the price area to keep an eye on is 57.25. If you break above that, then it looks like there's another 4 to 5% move to the upside before we see the top. So WN or MNW. The Morphous Network. I remember the last time I charted this, I was extremely bullish on it. I haven't looked at it since the last time I charted it on the live stream, whenever that was. So Morphous Network, 167 up 9.8%, 47 million max with 37 million in circulation. So low max supply, and pretty much, not pretty much all of them, about a third or 3/4 of them are in circulation, with a small market cap of only 62 million. You can see the all-time high was 546 12 months ago. All-time low was 4 years ago. If you would have bought this 4 years ago and held on, you'd be up $16,840. So with that, let's get in the MNW. Did I chart it off KuCoin? I want to see if I can find that chart I did it on before. So I had MNW. It was either KuCoin or I did it off of Bittrex. Definitely was not this one. Yeah, so it was definitely this one right here. Man, I don't remember what I said last time, but I was extremely bullish on it. So we're gonna do let's just jump into the TA. I don't remember what I said, and it doesn't really matter anyways. So as of right now, we're making some massive moves right now on MNW. If you would have bought it on September at 43 cents and you held, you'd already be up 290%. That's crazy, especially in a bear market. So congrats on if anyone ever got in down here and is still holding. As of right now, MACD is still continuing bullish. We had the slight bearish fake out right here, but we definitely bounced and worked our way back up. The RSI, however, is kind of alarming right now. We are pretty high in the RSI. We rode overbought for so long. That's what caused this flash crash right here. The longer you're in the overbought territory for, and you're running on fumes, the harder the flash crash is going to be. And that's exactly what happened. But we did find some support at 46 on the RSI, pretty much 50 on the WTX. So we're currently working our way back up. I personally wouldn't be investing in this right now. I think we're going to be seeing another drop. I mean, we did just put in a higher high. The RSI is high, MACD is bullish, but the WTX is also high. You can see this thing did run in overbought territory for a while, but I do not like playing with coins that are this high. I would never buy a coin if I saw the indicator flashing this, as of right now. So as of right now, let's draw some fibs and dissect this. We're gonna draw a large one and see what comes up. Actually, we're gonna have to extend this a little bit further. Okay. So MNW right now, we wicked all the way up to 170, and we do have a green candle right here. This candle started approximately 2 minutes ago. So this little green candle right here started 2 minutes ago. So it's the start of the candle. You can see we actually got another engulfing candle on the MACD saying we got more volume, we got more price to move us up higher here. So I would actually be keeping an eye on around $1.70 for this. $1.70 would bring us into the overbought territory, and we'd probably get a sell signal right here on WTX. You can see we're already flirting with it being red right now. So I think this might be the local top. We're still bullish on this. We can still come all the way down to the 382 at 130 and still be bullish on this. You can see the low is all the way back here at $1.10. We just can't fall below $1.10. If we fall below $1.10, then we're officially bearish. So if we flash crash all the way down here to $1.16, technically in technical analysis, you're still bullish if we bounce off there because he did put in a higher low. So you can see we had a high here, we put in a low here, then we had a high here, then we could put in a higher low here and then continue off. So no matter what, I do think no matter what, how far we retrace to, I do think we are to be retracing here pretty dang soon. We just need to cool down. This is massively overbought. So as of right now, we're overbought. I would be very cautious on buying in right now. I think we're to get some better buying opportunities. I think this is going to be the top for the time being until we come down and put in a lower high. As of right now, I think the first stop, I don't think the 236 is going to hold us up, especially this high. We have to come at least down to the 382 to get some sort of momentum. And that wouldn't even reset us all the way. That would bring us down to around 40 on the RSI. I mean, we could probably stop by the Moon Juice factory and pick up a little bit of Moon Juice at that point. But my personal opinion, I'd be kind of hoping on going down to around 116, 117, flirting with being bearish. You know, if we got a bounce right here, that would be huge. We would be reset on the RSI. We would have that bearish play out, bearish crossover in the MACD play out. We'd probably get a buy signal here on the WTX as well. And that would just be all the moon juice that we need to blast out to around $2 from there. Regardless, I think one of these areas is what we're going to be retracing to for Morpheus Network. Is either the 382 at around $1.30, or we're going to be flirting with going bearish at around $1.16, $1.17 for right now. Let me jump over the day chart and see if that validates that as well. Yeah, day chart as well. We just got a sell signal right here at the top. Currently starting to work our way bearish on the MACD. RSI is massively overbought. So just comparing the day on the 4-hour chart, I believe right now we're going to be having a pullback to one of these areas, either the 382 at 130, or we're going to be flirting with becoming bearish at the 0.5 at around 116. So let's see that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. So we're to get back to the chats. So Chef Natron is a member and he asked for OP. So OP gets, our members get priority. So let's check out OP first. What's up, Chef? So OP is up 11.7% at 83 cents. Max supply of 4.2 billion, a circulating supply of 214 million. So that's just something to take into consideration. They could put 4 million. I'm stuck at math. Let's just say they can put 4 million plus some more, plus some change into circulation. Market cap of 179. All-time high in this was $2.21 3 months ago. It actually reached its all-time high in a bear market. That's crazy. All-time low was 4 months ago. I'm guessing this coin hasn't been out long. That came out May 2022. Currently available on the following exchanges. Actually listed on Binance and Coinbase, which is crazy. I would just be careful though. I mean, with the small circulating supply and the large max supply, not comparing this to Jasmy whatsoever, but similar to Jasmy ran, you can see we're up 11% here because they had a small circulating supply, and then they just unloaded billions of coins in circulation, and Jasmy just crashed with no hopes of reclaiming those all-time highs. So that's just something to always take into consideration, the circulating supply to max supply, and this is way off balanced right here. Okay, so if you look at the 4-hour chart, we're actually still bullish on OP. We've wicked past this resistance at 84.8. RSI is almost oversold. We haven't gotten a sell signal yet on the WTX, but last time we got a sell signal was September 10th, and we were pretty much at the same height. So I think it's coming soon. I think this resistance is going to be the top right now for OP at 84. Let me just check the 1-day chart to see if there's something different on there. So the day chart's actually extremely bullish. Just got a buy signal right here. And if we would have listened to that buy signal here on Friday, just listen to it, we would have been up 37% already. That's crazy. But RSI's set at 50, definitely have room to run on the day. MACD is still running. Let me just Yeah, we just had that crossover right here on 2 days ago and we're still running. So the day chart is bullish on OP, the 4-hour chart is bearish. So what that's telling me is, as of right now, we're most likely to get rejected at this 84 until we come back down and cool down on the RSI in the short term. On the longer term, it looks like OP is going to be continuing up. So if you're a short-term swing trader type thing, that's why you use the 4-hour. If you're a long-term holder, that's why you use the day chart. I mostly use the 4-hour chart when it's a bull run and stuff like that. But as if we are in a bear market right now, I really haven't been trying too much swing trades or anything like that. I'm just stacking my portfolio that with the cheapest I can possibly pick up, cheapest coins that I can possibly pick up that I am currently holding anyways. Not the cheapest coins, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, this is definitely where we're going to get rejected at. So I would actually be looking for a rejection here and a retracement back down to the 618 at around 76 to a wick down to 75. And that could be a reversal right there. That would bring us back down to a little bit below 50, probably bring us back down to around 40. We'd have that bearish crossover in the MACD, WTX would reset, and then we can continue up from there. So as of right now, I'm going to be bearish on this. I'd be looking for approximately a, once we touch, I guess you can say bullish until we hit this resistance, but I think that's the highest we go. And then possibly a 9% retracement back down to the 618. Is it just my headphones? But I hear like an echo of my music. Does anyone else hear that or no? So that's OP. So let's get back into the chats. Where are we at? So what does everyone think Bitcoin's to be doing this week? We're getting very close to that 786 downtrend convergence. Okay, we're on KSM. We'll do KSM and then XRP. So KSM right now is up 0.6% at $34.85. 10 million max supply with 8.9 million in circulation. 311 million market cap. All-time high on this was 621. The top of the last bull run. All-time low was 3 years ago at 87 cents. I'm pretty bullish on KSM long-term. I don't own any of it though, but I think KSM would actually be a pretty good long-term hold. I'm not looking to get into any of it, but I think it would be a pretty great long-term hold in my personal opinion. So KSM right now, I drew this downtrend. Don't remember the last time I drew this downtrend, but I did. You can see we actually got a buy signal just now. We actually just got a buy signal here. We dipped briefly below, what was this? We dipped briefly below 20 on the RSI and we just had a bullish crossover. So this is extremely bullish right now. We got 3 indicators. We have a buy signal. We have a buy signal on WTX. We have a buy signal on the RSI. We just had a bullish crossover on the MACD. And all those indicators are screaming that we are going to be going higher. That's looking crazy good for a possible breakout right there. You can see last time we've had these buy signals, we weren't even this low on the RSI. I'd be keeping an eye on a movement up to 786. And if we break above 786, I think KSM might be looking for a big move right here. I mean, I'd actually have to extend this fib to make it valid, the new low. Yeah, KSM, if we break above this, I think we're going to be making a big move here. The thing that we have to keep an eye on, though, the 786 is sitting on top of the main resistance, so it's kind of a double resistance that we're currently working our way towards. But we pretty much stopped by the Moon Juice factory, picked up a truckload of kegs of Moon Juice, and we are ready to chug that thing to the moon because all these indicators are screaming a large move up. How large? I mean, we are in a bear market, but I think we could be seeing all the way up to the 618 or the 0.5 for the time being. I think short term, that is only if we break above this double resistance right here. This double resistance is going to be hell to get over, and we're probably going to have to use a couple kegs of moon juice to get over that. But once we get above that, we have the downtrend to deal with as well at around 35.88, and then if we blast above that, we have the 618, and then it's to infinity and beyond. So short term right now, let's keep an eye on this double resistance area at around 35.20. If we get above that, we have the downtrend to deal with at 35.8, and if we get above that, we have the 618 at 36.81. We have all the makings to blast through that. We are reset on all charts. We are reset on the MACD, reset on the RSI, reset on the WTX. So I'd be looking for approximately looks like 8% up to the 5. Then we have the 382 up here at around 439, 11%. And the main resistance up here at around 39.82. I wonder if I could, this would be an amazing long opportunity. I'm actually going to write this down. This would be a really good long opportunity. That's not financial advice. I'm kind of talking to myself there. This would be a really good long. If we broke above this, I'm probably going to wait until I see it break over $35.25. And then I'm going to go long on it. That's kind of what I'm looking for. It's kind of risky though, because we still are in this downtrend. But all these things are screaming that we're going to be taking off on KSM. So if I see us break over the 786, I'm going to put in a long. I think this bad boy has the chance to run all the way up to this next resistance at $40. It happened right here. Why can't it happen again, right? Crazy part is, look at this. Just to compare where we're currently at. So the last time we had this huge run up right here, we had a run up from 36.17 all the way up to 42.32. That was a 17% gain. If you look at the WTX, look, it flashed a buy signal. The RSI flashed a buy signal. We just had a bearish crossover on the MACD and we shot up. We currently just earlier today got all three of those as well. We got the three wise men right there. We got the buy signal on the WTX. We got the buy signal on the RSI. We had the bullish crossover on the MACD. So that's just screaming a movement here. This would be a great long opportunity in my opinion. That's not financial advice. I'm going to do it. Long on KSM. So yeah, KSM extremely bullish on right now. Probably the most bullish coin I've seen in a while. XRP. Yeah, I'm gonna write. I need if you guys are in the Discord, I'm gonna chat in there real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to send something in my Discord. Okay. So that was KSM. The next one is XRP. So XRP. So XRP is up 0.9% at 46 cents. I'm not going to go over this. Everyone knows XRP. All-time high of XRP was $3.40 5 years ago. All-time low was 8 years ago. Bought in 8 years ago, you'd be up 17,000%. That's a long time to hold, but not as long as saving up for retirement, right? XRP, I'll delete all my scribbles. We did get a buy signal on XRP on October 21st. RSI was reset then, and we also had a bearish crossover. So that was very similar to what KSM just had. KSM had the buy signal. We had the reset on the RSI, and we had the bearish crossover pretty much all in a straight line, which is screaming a bullish sign. You can see we started moving our way back up. From there, let's draw a fib. I think this might be the fib right here that we're looking for. Yeah, this is definitely the fib we're looking for. We're currently getting stopped out at the 618. I don't think this is going to hold us for long. I think XRPs would be breaking above the 618 at 47 and working its way up to 48.64. If you just look at the general top that we've been reaching on XRP, oh, I guess we are pretty close to a general top. I draw a line right here on the resistance. This is a general area where we start reversing on. So I'm gonna actually be looking for, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna be bullish on it. I'm gonna be looking for us to break over the 618. To break over the 618, the next stop's 486, and then we'll retrace down to the 618. I wouldn't be buying any right now because I always play conservative. And conservative play is wait for the 786. The time to buy would have been when you got all three of these signals, all three of these indicators. As of right now, since that indicator, the RSI is higher, MACD is higher, WTX is higher, so I just wait. But I'm going to be bullish on it. I think we're breaking over the 618 up to around 48, then back testing the 618 from there. That's the bullish scenario. Bear scenario, if we don't break over the 618, we'll most likely head back down to the 786 at around 40. What is that? 44, 45. Then have another attempt at the 618. That would be our 3 top. So we're either going to be entering a 3 top or we're going to be breaking above the 618. The 3 top is you have 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and if you don't break above it on your 3rd attempt, that's when you have the drop top and you start working your way back down. So 2 different scenarios there. Pick your poison. Both valid with the information that we have here on the screen. All dependent on the 618 fib channel, or 618 fib right here at 47 cents. So if we get over 47 cents, next stop's going to be 0.5 at 48.5. If we get rejected here at the 618, we'll most likely retrace back down to the 786 at 4.4 and then head back up for a 3 top. Then we'll have to keep a close eye on that 3 top if that's the case, because if we don't break above it on the 3 top, that'll be your drop top. But if you do break above it on your 3rd attempt, and then that's extremely bullish as well. So all dependent on the 618, several different scenarios that could happen. More likely than not, a lot of things have just been doing 3 tops right now. But I'm just gonna be bullish on it. Why not, right? So hopefully that was helpful. Mint chocolate, one of my favorites. So Ryan Seeger said KNC. I'll get back to the other ones. That Ryan Seeger is a member of the channel. Members get priority for coin requests. So KNC, Kyber Network Crystal, up 2.4% at 86 cents. 226 million max. Little under half in circulation at 102. Small market cap of only 88 million. All-time high in this bad boy was $5.70 6 months ago. All-time low was 2 days ago. So if this is a coin that you're holding long-term and you plan on holding long-term, hopefully you were able to buy in 2 days ago. I've talked to some people where the coin's at its all-time low and it's one of their long-term holds, and they're like, but it could go lower. I don't want to buy it here. I'm like, dude, the coin has never been this low in its entire existence. Why not just dollar cost average on the way down from here? You have an opportunity to pick it up at the cheapest it's ever been, and you're saying it could go lower. I mean, maybe my mind works different than other people's, but that's just insane to me. Okay, and see. Where are we to look at? We're to look at. Where's this available at? Why can't I find a decent size? Oh, where's the Binance? Oh, right there. But that's future contract. I don't want future contract. Huh. Yikes. We bounced off the support at 83, but man, that is a nasty drop we had here in September. I gotta change this music, it's putting me to sleep. Okay, so as of right now, we did reset on the RSI here. We actually just had a similar thing to what I saw or what I see in KSM right now. We had the three, I call it three wise men. I don't know what it's actually called or if it's called anything, but I call it three wise men. We had the buy signal right here on October 21st. We had the buy signal on the RSI here on October 21st. We had the bullish crossover here on October 22nd. So those three crossovers right there are indicating a movement to the upsides. And you can see we're hovering around this main support area for quite a while at 84, and we're starting to work our way back up as well. This coin doesn't seem to be having any large movements whatsoever. I mean, it's just, look at how small these candles are. Crazy. Bottom the top right here, currently at the 618. Definitely have a lot more room to run. You see, since we had that crossover right there, we've been working our way up higher. So we actually broke above the 786, working our way towards the 618. Our size is extremely low at 35. We definitely have room to run. If we just take a general look at the local highs that we've been reaching on the RSI, just pull this up right here. Looks like the normal high is around 58, but since we've had this big capitulation on September, we really haven't been doing jack crap. But that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that KNC is a bad investment. It could just mean that it's a great time to pick up this coin. I don't know if there was some sort of catalyst that caused that, or if a whale just got out. You know, they could be coming out with some sort of bad information that just shit the bed. But I remember talking about this because this was a very, very healthy growing coin. I've talked about it several times. Now that I look at the chart, I was like, this is how you want all your crypto to grow. Just this slow buildup of higher highs and higher lows. And that's just the healthiest way for a coin to grow, because you don't get big ass wicks like this. But when you're a whale and you can manipulate the market, all the TAs out the window. If you're a whale, you make your own TA, and that's exactly what happened here. And since then, we've just been crapping the bed. I do think KNC will recover in the longer term, and since we just reached a new all-time low, not financial advice, why not pick some up if you're a long-term holder? I don't own any. I probably won't own any, but short term right now, keep an eye on the 618. We definitely have juice to run. If we did run all the way up to this main resistance on the RSI, that would bring us up to around the 382. You can see we really don't have large buy movements on this. We do have a lot of large sell movements. And every time we make some headway, it looks like people are getting out. See, we have a little bit of headway here. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to get out. We had a little bit of headway here. Everyone said, I'm going to get out. We chopped around for a bit. People said, I'm going to get out. We chopped around for a bit. People said, I'm going to get out. Yeah, I'd be dollar cost averaging on every one of those drops if I was a long-term holder. But as of right now, let's get back to the short term. 618 is what we're looking for. I think a gradual movement up to the 382s would be the play. And we're going to test the 0.5. And you can see we're just constantly growing small, which is a good thing. And I just think something like this could be the play for KNC. And this would be the bottom right here, our newest low. And we could start reversing back up on KNC. Yeah, so I think KNC is looking pretty good. At the capitulation, we're starting to grow. All the indicators are saying we're going to be moving up. So KNC is not looking bad. I read that someone sold 9 million coins. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Especially when there's only, 102 million in circulation. So someone sold 9 million coins, crashed the market. People started freaking out and selling at a loss, and it's just a cascading effect after that. But I think this new low right here brought the bottom in, and KNC is going to slowly start building up. And if we reached back to that price before the capitulation, if we would have bought in right here at 79 and reached that high, that's 134%, which is really nothing in the crypto space. 136% gain on a coin. So I'm going to be bullish on this thing. I just think that whale that sold put a ton of fear in here, and it's finally gone. It's finally dissipated. We're starting to gradually work our way back up. I only like left-handed cigars. Man, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be the last nice day, and then it's back to cold weather again. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Hopefully it won't be forever, right? That's what we're all in this crypto game for. So where are we at? We did that. Not much, just chilling, having a cigar, mint chocolate. When you first said mint chocolate at the beginning of the live stream, I thought you were talking about a beer, like a stout, a mint chocolate stout. Because I know Dragon's Milk has a mint chocolate barrel-aged stout, and that's super tasty. Warms you right up. I think it's like 11% ABV too. That nice burn on the way down. So BVG just got listed on Max. It's a gaming coin. If it just got listed, there's probably not a lot of data on it. So Rain Vomits Garden. Yeah, there's no information on this. Can you guys hear my dog snoring in the background? It is so loud. I can hear it through my headphones. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know if there's any information on this. Let's just see if there's even a chart. Yeah, there's not even a chart. I mean, I haven't played with Dex in a while. Let's see how Dex is feeling today. I'm already long in KSM. Yeah, there's just not enough data to go off this. I'm sorry. Let's give it a week or so, a couple of weeks, so we can get some more data on it, and then just come back one of my live streams or just post it in the Discord channel, and I'll take a look at it then. There's just not enough information. I mean, you can do a shit TA on this, but I'd rather not do that, because if you go off the 4 hour and look, there's only like 20 candles here. You can't do a whole lot with that. So we're gonna give this coin a little bit more time to grow and develop, and then we'll go back and do a TA on it. Let's look at Horizon. So Horizon or Zen, it's up 2.6% at $13.12. We have 21 million max. Little over half of that's in circulation and a 169 million market cap. I love the max circulating supply setup there. I love low max supplies. I love when a majority of that's in circulation. A little over half is a majority. All-time high was 165 over a year ago. All-time low was 3 years ago at $3.26. Just take a look at the max, the market cap ratio. They did put more coins in circulation back here. Well, actually they took some out here. It looks like the price was up here and the market cap was complete shot. Yeah, something happened here in 2017. They must have did a big burn or something. But yeah, then they put more in during May 2021 and November 2021. Currently available on the following exchanges down here. So Horizon, this looks very similar to BTC. I'm gonna toss a comparison on. Damn near reckon. Exactly the same as BTC. So this coin's pretty reliant on BTC. So if you think BTC is gonna be shit in the bed, then this coin will most likely follow it. That's kind of what I'm doing with some of my coins that I'm looking to pick up at cheaper prices. Toss the BTC overlay on them. Check out a couple different time frames. Check out a couple different indicators and stuff like that. And I personally think BTC is going to be going lower. So I'm holding off on picking up some of the coins that follow BTC this closely. So if you think BTC is going to be taking off, then this would be the time to buy. If you think BTC is going to be shit in the bed, then you'd most likely wait for that BTC drop, because this coin would follow that to a lower price. But this follows BTC, looks pretty heavily relying on BTC's price movement. Short term, not doing a whole lot. I mean, RSI has been laddering up since we were oversold right here on the 13th. We also had the three, we had the buy, we had the buy signal on the WTX, we had the bearish crossover, and we had the RSI indicate wouldn't be a bad time to buy as well. And you can see it's moved up from there since we got that buy signal. Moved up 17% since we had the three wise men. I'm officially trademarking that. I have not done did I do MNW? I think I did do MNW. I don't know. So yeah, we had the three wise men right here, and then we've made a 17% gain since then. Currently working our way up. I don't think that's it. This is it right here. Currently getting stopped out at the 382. We're not actually getting stopped out yet. We're currently testing it because we're not red yet. So we're currently at the 382. We're currently pretty high on the RSI. Let's just take a general look at where we top out on the RSI before we start retracing. It looks like since August 2022, our local top has been around 67, 68. And you can see we're pretty close to that. So what that's kind of telling me is we're getting close to having a small retracement from this point. So I would actually be hesitant on purchasing in right now. I think as of right now, a drop down to the 0.5 would be beneficial and more likely than not going to happen. And then we'd be working our way towards our next leg up from there. I think this thing's going to continue to ladder up, and hopefully it does it in a healthy way instead of just a straight moonshot. But as of right now, I'm going to be bearish on this short term, all back down to around $12.80, and then we'll assess the situation at that time. I definitely see a play like this happening, but with the way the RSI is, and this is where we've been locally topping out at, a pullback is most likely the case here for Horizon for the short term. And then we'll assess the situation at a later time. So I'm going to be bearish on this. So EXFI. Flare Finance up 0.2. No market cap and no circulating supply. Let's check out. What the hell? On max. Well, max supply is 110 million. Don't know how much is in circulation. Don't know the market cap. I know the 24-hour volume is extremely low at only 28,000. Oh, I charted this before. As of right now, RSI is about ready to flip bullish, or MACD is about ready to flip bullish. RSI is pretty much neutral. I mean, we're below 50, we're at 41 here. This thing does like to run up to 63 to 70, I've noticed. So it looks like 63 would be the first stop, and then a possible 70. So if I put a double top on the RSI, looks like this would be a general area where we reach, and one of these would be the retracement areas. So with that, MACD about ready to flip bullish. Actually, the MACD did flip bullish. I don't know if you can see it on your screen right there, but there's a really small green candle right there, and the RSI tailing up and the WTX also tailing up. It does look like a move up to around 40 cents is going to be the play here. That's without any fibs. Let me see if I can draw a fib and validate that. I think we'll probably have to draw it from here to here though. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, that is it. Yeah, that is it. Because you have the 786 resistance right there. So yeah, the 786 resistance, that was massive for us. You can see we constantly got rejected at it. We tested it several times. Actually capitulated all the way down to the support here at 35, and that was our catalyst that pushed us higher. And if we didn't have that capitulation right there, we might not have had enough moon juice to blast through this resistance and 786. So we finally got above that. We had a bearish or bullish crossover, RSI is tailing back up. So I think the next stop minimally is going to be 39.3 to a top of 40 cents. You can see we are putting in higher highs and higher lows. These candles are crazy to look at. It's just small bodies with big ass wicks. We have been doing like higher highs and higher lows. So a play like this is definitely in the cards. So 2 areas for me to focus on here. I think we're going up to one of these two. I don't think we're falling back below the 786 at 37. Our first stop up is going to be the 618 here at 39.29. Keep an eye on 39.29 right on a sticky note. Slap it on your forehead so you don't forget it, because I think this is the price that we really need to focus on here. You can see we wicked up past it here. What I'm kind of thinking is going to happen here, since if you look at all these candles, the wicks on these are huge. The small bodies with huge ass wicks. So what I'm kind of thinking is the body is going to get stopped out here at the 618, and we'll catch that wick up to around 40 cents. And that will put in our higher high from there. And then we'll start our retracement to a higher low, and then just rinse and repeat type scenario. So that would actually top us out. Our body would, if we did the body wick would top us out at around 67 on the RSI. So it's definitely doable. I definitely see it going up to at least the 618 with a wick up to this resistance area at 40 cents. And then that's, I don't think we're gonna be breaking above 40 cents on this run right here. I think we're gonna be having a pull back to this double support, and then that next attempt will be the one that brings us over. So I'm gonna be bullish on Flare in the short term. Looks like approximately where we're at, minimally a 4.5% run. And if we break above that 618, I think the highest that we go is around 6 to 7%. And then we're gonna then a retracement back down is going to be the case. Chain link up 2.5% at 706, 1 billion max, a little under half in circulation, 3.4 billion market cap. All-time high is 52 over a year ago, all-time low is 5 years ago. I'm gonna have all that memorized because I do that on every single coin I chart. Eventually I'm just gonna pull up I'm gonna be like, let's go here and memorize all that shit. But I mean, it's constantly changed, so I guess I can't memorize it. Yeah, we're not even gonna mess with that downtrend. We're currently in this one here from September. There we go. Got to make sure the downtrend's accurate, right? Before I start talking, there we go. So we did not put in a lower low here, so that's kind of cool. And so as of right now, we did have that drop down pretty heavily on the RSI. This wasn't the 3 wise men. I don't know what that's called. I need to look it up. 3 wise men. We didn't get a buy signal on the WTX. We didn't get a buy signal on the RSI, but we did have a bullish crossover. I mean, we were pretty close to getting both of those other two, but we didn't get them. I mean, I'm not saying you can't play it, but and we had it back here. Last time we had it, you see we had the buy signal here on October 13th. We had the buy signal on the RSI here. We had the bullish crossover on the MACD right here. And that movement would have brought us up. We would have followed that and rode it. That would have brought us up 16.4%. So as of right now, we're still stuck in this downtrend. You can see we're currently getting rejected here. We haven't reached the downtrend yet, but this candle still has an hour and 18, no, 2 hour. 2 hours and 18, 3 hours and 18 minutes, 3 hours and 18 minutes left to grow. So there's a good chance that we're gonna be testing this downtrend here, and that's gonna be pushing us lower. We did just put in a higher low though. So let me just give you a little bit of hopium here. We can now do this. This is bullish. So as of right now, it's kind of looking like something like this is going to be the play. Consolidation and then a movement up. But short term right now for Link, I think we're reaching that general top on it. And we're most likely going to be retracing back down to this main support at 661 or testing this uptrend right here at 650. So I'm going to be bearish on Link in the short term. Yeah, bearish on Link in the short term, and then we'll assess the situation at a later time where they're coming back down to this main support at 662 or 650. That's approximately a 5% drop compared to it, or an 8% drop. One of them is going to be the case. So keep an eye on these areas of retracement, 662 or 650 for Link. Okay, so that was Link. Where are we currently at? Let me just go through these chats real quick. We did EFI, did Link, MNW. I think I did MNW. I think Zgoth asked for that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, already did MNW earlier in the video. Chef asked for it towards the beginning of the live stream. So if you just want to zoom back and take a look at that. Could I look at Casper? Looks primed. Yeah, let's look at Casper. Whoop. So Casper Network's up 7.8% at 4.7 cents. Infinite max supply, 10.4 billion in circulation with a $500 million market cap. I'm always worried about infinite max supplies, but my largest holding is Ethereum. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so there's a lot of coins in circulation. Doesn't mean much in crypto, I guess. All-time high was 133 over a year ago. All-time low was 4 months ago. And let's get into the TA. I did it off KuCoin if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is what I was looking at last time. This was my prediction. It looked like last time we were right here at the 382, and I was looking for a movement like this, and it looks like it might have happened a little bit earlier than expected, because we did break out of this downtrend right here. We're currently testing it as support right now. So we're back testing this downtrend as support right now. So if this downtrend holds and this candle doesn't make us fall back into this downtrend, then there's only one way for Casper to go, and that's to be up. So Casper's looking pretty bullish. Hang on, I'm not done doing the TA yet, but I just want to check something out here. That's nothing. I didn't see anything. So yeah, as of right now, Casper's looking extremely bullish. Let's see if I can extend this a little bit further for you guys. See where a general area for it would be. Jump back to some previous price action here. Oh, that's back when the dinosaur was. Have to extend that all the way up to the 618. That's gonna be the new 618 right there. So now we're on fib extensions instead of fib retracements. So right now, I guess we can technically say we're testing the 618. You can see this is a general area that we tested before in this consolidation that we had. We did wick above it. We got stopped out here, but this did break us out of the downtrend. So we're kind of getting squeezed in between this. So we really need to focus on this current candle that's growing on the 4 hour. Like I said, it has 3 hours and 13 minutes to possibly fall back into this. So it's testing the downtrend as support. If we do end up bouncing off the support, the next stop would be 0.5 at around 52 cents. And then you'd most likely test the 618, and then you'd go up to around 5.6 and to infinity and beyond. And we could even make a steeper move than that, because very similar to what happened here, you can see we had that consolidation. We had the very steep breakout. This happened a lot quicker than this though, but we had the consolidation here, and then we have a possible breakout happening here. We just need to monitor this current candle that we're on. MACD, the candle right now is not engulfing the previous one, but like I said, these are still in the making. This still has a little over 3 hours to grow. RSI is at 64 and the WTX is pretty high. So it'd be more bullish if all three of those were lower, of course. I mean, if we were just getting the bullish crossover on the MACD, if the RSI was below 40, below 50, and if the WTX was below 50, but they're kind of high. So that's kind of, that kind of has it against us a little bit. So it'd be difficult for us to bounce off this, but not saying we can't do it. Not saying we can't do it. So if we do fall in here, hopefully we get a higher low. I'm going to hide this fib channel real quick and go back to the basic channel. So the basic channel, you have the 382 right here. If we do fall back into this downtrend, I think the lowest that we would go is 4.4. And then rinse and repeat, come back up, try to battle test this, and that could be the possible breakout there. But this is looking primed to go. Like you said, Stack. Most definitely. Casper's looking extremely bullish right now. And you can see every time we've had the initial breakout, we've been pretty much oversold on the RSI. Well, not the breakout, the top. And then local bottom, the last bottom we had before we broke out was around 45. We didn't even retrace all the way. So yeah, we currently just tested that as well. So if we just compare this to the past breakouts, last time we broke out was right here on October 14th. RSI was at 53. We broke out right here October 23rd, which is today. RSI is at 62, but you can see it was 53 back here. Oh, a wick master. So yeah, Casper's looking pretty bullish. So yeah, Moon Avail, Monavail. Whoops. Mona. Yo, this is a moonshot gamble coin. I like it. I like it. High risk, high reward. Did I tell you guys I sold half my Haka? But I sold half my Haka for Helix, but I still hold a very, very large moon bag of it. So I didn't get out of it whatsoever. Still holding it for the bull run. So Moon Avail right now, Mona is up 3.1% at $574. Max supply of only 11.3, or not 11.3, 11,300. Circulating supply of 10,414. So that is extremely, extremely small. One big buy can move this thing. One big sell can move this thing. As you can see, the market cap is also extremely small. That is nuts. Only 5 million market cap. This is pretty much the definition of a moonshot gamble coin. This is actually more moonshot gamble coin than my Haka is. This thing could make some mad gains if it survives this bear market, especially with this low market cap and low supply. Very, very, very risky though. I mean, I don't know anything about this coin. They could be coming out with, you know, some sort of technology that can, you know, harvest water on the moon or something like that. I don't know. But max supply and the market cap are definitely a moonshot gamble. All-time high was 2,843 last bull run. All-time low was 4 months ago at 123. If you would have bought 4 months ago, you'd already be up 365% on your investment here. See if they put more coins in circulation. They have put more coins in circulation since March 2021. But with the low supply, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference. Currently available on the following exchanges. Oh, this is available on Coinbase too. Holy shit. This small market cap, this small circulating supply, and it's listed on an exchange like Coinbase. Very, very risky, but man, the rewards on this thing, if it takes off, would be nuts. So that's without any TA. I always get hyped up on moonshot gamble coins. Always get hyped up on them. Can't believe this is listed on Coinbase. Last time I charted it was in September, and I said we're gonna be shitting the bed down to the support area at 530, and it looks like I'll chalk that as a win. And back here, August, I don't even remember ever looking at this coin. Oh, I do remember looking at this coin. I was saying we're looking to possibly take off here. We're looking for that capitulation moonshot right now. And I said this reminds me of time and of, you know, the coin time in some sense. You can see the comparisons here. We have the moonshot, we have the downwards consolidation, capitulation, moonshot, downwards consolidation, capitulation, moonshot, downwards consolidation, capitulation. And the next moonshot would probably bring you to around $868. So yeah, this thing looks like it's about ready to capitulate to around 525, I would say. Where are we at right now? 570. Yeah, all we need to see is that capitulation. I think we'll make that next run up to around $850, $860 on this. As of right now, it's not going to take off. It's not going to take off until, you know, the market takes off, especially a shit coin like this. I hate to say it, but when you have a low circulating supply like this and a market cap like that, obviously people aren't interested. What do they do? Let's see. Native ERC20 token for DigitalX platform. It's from utility token, also serves as part of the platform's governance. So however this company performs is pretty much how the coin's going to do. But definite moonshot gamble. I'd be keeping an eye on the capitulation. We'll see that capitulation event probably dropping down to around 530, 525, and then that'll be the initiation to the takeoff. And you can see the time frame between takeoffs are pretty similar. So we had the takeoff here. That was approximately, what was this? That was 39 days. And then the second one from top to top was, well, that was 32 days. So they're getting shorter. So 39, 32, that's 7 days difference. 32 minus 7, 25. So if we go to 25 days, not saying it's going to be the same. We're already past that. Well, that hypothesis is bunked. But regardless, we're currently getting rejected at 786. I'd be looking for a capitulation at some point. RSI is not high. RSI is pretty much neutral. But if you just look at the MACD, we've just been consolidating. We haven't been doing shit. We got 3 buy signals and neither of them panned out. We actually got a buy signal here. We actually got a buy signal on the RSI. We also had a bullish crossover here, all in a line. And we really didn't even do anything with that either. I mean, that was one of the largest moves we had in a while. Well, that was 22% move. I guess it's not that small. If we would have followed these 3 indicators right here, the 3 wise men, you would have made 23%. That's kind of my new strategy that I'm doing for longs. I tested it out on Luna and I made pretty good gains on Luna with that. So I'm starting to look at looking the charts, looking for these 3 indicators to line up. So the WTX would have to have a sell or a buy. The RSI VWAP would also have to have a green buy. And then we would have to have a bullish crossover. And that's where I start entering my longs. And then I still have to try to figure out some sort of indicator of, some sort of indicator of where to get out at. As of right now, I'm kind of just riding it up to these resistance areas. I take profit at the resistance area. So if I would have got in here at 538, I would have had to take profit here at 595. Then I probably would have took more at 638. But that's kind of what I'm playing with right now with my longs and shorts. Just testing it out. And so far it's been testing. The tests have worked pretty good. But for this coin, look for that capitulation second run up. Alliance block. ALBT. I know Zgoth likes some of this. ALBT is up 2.9% at 7.1 cents. Max supply of 850 million. Circulating supply 460 million, market cap of 33 million. You can see the all-time high was 3.6 cents, or not the all-time high. The all-time low was 3.6 cents. All-time high was $1.36. Currently available on the exchanges down here. It says Uniswap's the leader, but I don't believe that. I think KuCoin would be the leader. Alliance block. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to adjust my headphones. One second. Okay, so here we are. So we got this coin, and Casper's due for a breakout. Yes, sir. And BVG, then quick swap. So ALBT, this coin looks like shit. Let's check out another one. That's the one I just did. I think that's the one we had to use last time. No, we went off KuCoin, I remember correctly. So yeah, it looks like last time I charted this actually hit my star perfectly. I would say that'd be a good buying opportunity here at 0.5 at 5.3. Man, I should listen to myself, man. If I would have bought in at that star, yeah, I would have been down for a bit, down to the 618. But we would have ran. If I would have bought in right there where I had my star, I'd be up 91% right now. Damn. Well, it is what it is. Welcome to crypto. So as of right now, we are pretty much hovering neutral on the MACD. Looks like we're about ready to have a bearish crossover, but it's been looking like that since October 22nd. RSI is neutral at 46. WTX is also neutral. We're currently being held up at the support at 6.9. So let's draw a fib on this and dissect it a little bit. Bottom to top right. Oh, that's not the right tool. Getting late here. Oh, that's not the correct one. So we're gonna have to extend this a little bit lower, most likely to this one. Yep. There it is. So as of right now, we have pretty much a double support right here. We have the 618 and a main support holding us up right now. We're pretty much neutral, hovering sideways right now. I don't think this thing's been cooperating with BTC. I don't think we've been following BTC on this thing. We definitely have not been following. It looks like we decoupled from BTC back here in October. So this is not relying on BTC's price movement right now, which is a bullish thing, very similar to Quant. As of right now, since we're neutral, I'm actually going to be bullish on this thing since we're sitting above a double support. So yeah, we're neutral on all these indicators. All these indicators actually are absolutely useless right now. They really are. You know, we're at negative 0.0013 on the MACD, which is useless. We are at 46. What are we at? We're at 47.5 on the RSI. That's useless. We are at negative 8 on the WTX. That's useless. So what we're pretty much looking at here is basing this off the double support area right there. We're at a double support. We've been neutral for so long. We've been consolidating so long that I'm going to be calling for a possible breakout here. Up to around the 382 around 8 was that 8.1, then a bounce. This definitely let's extend this uptrend right here because this is kind of the uptrend we're looking for right now. Yeah, so as of right now, I think what we're going to be looking for, we had this run up test, we had the run up, we have not tested this yet. I think what we're to be looking for here, honestly, is some consolidation until we break out. So I'm going to take what I said back. Looks like what we're to be doing is consolidating, possibly something like that, and then our next leg up. I think that is going to be the case right there. And if we did have our next leg up, unfortunately I erased that. Fib, we had the next leg up from here. We have to adjust this, so that's the 618 at that point. So if we did have our next leg up and we did get above the 618, it'd be all the way up to the 0.5 at around 12.2 cents. So I'd be looking for something like this, coming up here, testing the 618 or 786, then working our way up like that. So as of right now, Alliance block is looking pretty bullish, in my personal opinion. We decoupled from BTC, which is bullish. We're taking off. We're in a pretty steep uptrend right now. I think we're just going to be continually riding this uptrend. Let's actually draw a channel on this and kind of see a channel happening here. Wow, that is a very poor channel. An expanding wedge. So with that expanding wedge, it's kind of calling for the next top to be up here. So if we, I know Mr. Andy Walk will like this. We're gonna do here to there, to there, to there, to there, and then inevitably up to here. That would be our fifth wave. So our fifth wave would bring us up to around that 12. Well, actually we'd have to follow. I did that incorrectly. So if we followed the direction, that'd bring us up to around 13. That'd bring us up to the 382 for our fifth wave. So yeah, this is looking extremely bullish right now, guys. Alliance block is. We're currently just finished the fourth wave, entering into the fifth wave right now on the Elliott wave. We're in an expanding wedge, so the tops are getting higher. So the highs are getting, I was gonna say that, so the highs are getting higher. So yeah, the tops are getting higher. So as of right now, this is kind of what I'm looking for Alliance block right now. Let's just keep a close eye on this. It's looking extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. So BVG, quick swap, and then I'm going to call it a night. I gotta wake up early and start my work week tomorrow, unfortunately. You know what? Maybe someday in the future, if you guys are sticking around, this will be my full-time job. That'd be pretty cool. But we are in a bear market, and that is not the case. And I don't have a big enough YouTube channel. But it is what it is. What are we looking at here? We're at BVG. Can I do BVG? Yes, I can. Wait, we did this. I don't know if you're on. Yeah, I had BVG here. I said we need to wait to give it some more information since it just came out. There's not enough information on it right now. I mean, I'm on the 4 hour right now. There's only like 20 candles. You can go to the 1 minute and you can get a bunch more, but the 1 minute's absolutely useless for TA unless you're doing scalp trading. So what we were to do is you're in the Discord channel. Post it in the charting request and I'll write it down. We're gonna wait till this thing has a little bit more data behind it so we can do it valid TA. Because as of right now, only thing I can say on this thing is for around the 1 hour is, yeah, this thing's taken off, and that usually happens when a coin, you know, initially launches. So we have this general uptrend going for it right now. So I guess I am doing a TA on it right now. So most likely I'd just be keeping an eye on a retracement back down to, and I can't even see what these are. These are all weird colors. So the 382 at around 0.00001193, and then inevitably put in another high. But there's not enough information. This isn't really a valid TA whatsoever. So just take this with a grain of salt. Kind of what I'm seeing on the very short time frame with the very limited amount of data that we have. When we go full bull, you get subscribers for show. Thanks for that made me feel good. Thanks for the hopium. Okay, so we did LBT. And I won't forget you guys for sticking around, supporting me in this bear market. Okay, so quick swap, and then we are going to end the live stream, unfortunately. Sorry you came in late, Grizz, but luckily you're able to rewatch this. I think the biggest thing that we came away with in this live stream is KSM's looking extremely bullish. I think that's the takeaway from this live stream. So but I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm going to be entering a long possibly on it after the live stream. I'm going to do a little bit more TA personal TA on it for myself. And possibly enter a long on it. Cross my fingers. So quick swap right now is up 5.1%. Oh man. At 5 cents. All these are question marks. Let's check out this on market cap. So coin market cap also doesn't have any information. Quick swap has a 1-1 ratio. It's redenominated to a 1/1000 ratio. Volume's down 13% at 364. One day definitely took off. Oh, other quick swap. Well, you didn't tell me, man. Why would you look at the old one? There's two different quick swaps. There's quick swap old. There's quick. Guess we'll go with the old one. Okay, here. So quick swap old quick up 4% at 62.43. The max supply is 1 million. Quick supply is a little about half of that. Market cap of 28 million. So what I've gathered is that you like moonshot gamble coins, because this is definitely another one. This one can make mad gains in the bull run if it survives the bear market. All-time high was 1,590 at the top of the last bull run. All-time low was a year ago at $31. Currently available on the following exchanges down here: Binance and BingX being the leader. Oh, it's also listed on Coinbase. But that's only for spot crypto. Well, yeah, because that's what Coinbase is. Okay, so 4 hour on quick old. As of right now, we had a bear. As of right now, we had a bearish fake out right here on the MACD. RSI is at 50, so we're at the neutral point. WTX is above 50, starting to work its way back up. We've pretty much been in a very slight uptrend here. Actually, this looks like it's starting to take off, not take off, but starting a steeper uptrend right now. So we're actually going to extend that here, and we're going to go off of that real quick. So if we draw a fib from here to here, we're going to do a micro fib on this. Let me see if the longer fib would be valid as well. Longer fib is not valid. So we're gonna have to go with this one right here. This one's valid. We're gonna zoom in and take a little bit of a closer look at it. And toss the volume on. So this is the main volume area for quick swap. You can see this is where most of the volatility happens for quick swap. This is usually where we've been topping out at as well. See back here, we briefly broke above it, fell right to it, briefly broke above it, fell right to it, briefly broke above it, fell right to it, broke above it, fell right below it. And we're currently working our way back down towards it right now. We really haven't been having massive moves on this. I mean, these candles are absolutely nuts though. This thing has some huge candles on it. But nonetheless, we're currently working. I'm going to hide the volume because that's kind of confusing. We're currently working our way back down towards the support. If you look at the micro time frame, we have a 618 sitting on top of a main support here at $61. MACD is starting to move bullish. RSI is tailing up. If we just look at a general top on the RSI, it looks like previously we're actually at it right now. I draw a line right here. This is a normal area where we kind of see the reversals on the RSI. And you can see we briefly just touched that there, and the reversal percentage, it looks like it retraces all the way back down to the 23. Tagged it here, retraced back down to 23, tagged it, retraced back down to 23, tag 23, tag consolidation, tag 23, tag 29. We just tagged it again. So as of right now, I'm going to be keeping an eye on the 786. As of right now, it looks like 786 right here would be the play with a wick this thing likes to have huge ass wicks. So with a wick down to test this uptrend right here, and then we'll assess the situation at that time, and then working its way towards, you know, another higher high, then just a rinse and repeat type thing. But as of short term right now, I'm gonna be bearish on it. I don't know what the longer term holds. I don't think this thing's been following Bitcoin that accurately either. If I just toss the Bitcoin on here real quick. I mean, there is some comparison there. There is some comparison. So yeah, I think this thing is pretty reliant on BTC. You can see BTC capitulated right there. We had the capitulation. BTC went up. We went up. BTC had a nice run there. We had a nice run there. We had a tabletop right there. We had a tabletop right here. So yeah, this thing's pretty reliant on BTC. So if you think BTC is going to shit the bed, then most likely this coin's going to shit the bed along with it. So that might bring some better buying opportunities. But as of right now, in the short term, we are in this uptrend, and I think we're going to continue this uptrend until BTC decides what it's going to do. So short term right now, I'm calling a retracement back down to the 786 at around $59, $59.60. What I could possibly see here, since this thing loves to have huge wicks, is the candle body at 60, and then the wick comes down and touches this uptrend right here. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. Body of the candle at 60, wick coming down all the way to around $58, $59. I like catching wicks though. It's always a good feeling when you catch a wick, because that means you were one of the few to get it at that price range. Like right here, you can see it went all the way down to 53.4, but the majority of the people bought it at 55 to 56. I try to catch wicks. So I would just put a buying order at around 58.75, and if it got hit, it got hit. But I'm gonna put a star right here. That's where I'd put my buying order. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted this coin. And then we'll assess the situation at that time. So Geek USA. Okay, so I'll do Zilliqa and then I'll end the live stream, I guess. So last coin of the night, Zilliqa from Geek USA 101. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps out my channel grow, really helps out my video, or really helps my videos get out to more people. If you haven't already, make sure you join my Discord channel. The link is below in the description. I'm on there daily. There's quite a few people in this chat that are on there daily. We just share a lot of good information with each other and just chat it up, you know, off topic of crypto and everything like that. It's just a good group to be a part of. It's not like one of those cult groups. I've been in part of several other Discords where it's very cult-like, and it's a very poor environment to be in, but we strive not to be like that. So definitely check that out. It's in the link below. Zilliqa's up 0.8% at 2.9, 21 billion max, 14 billion in circulation, 441 million market cap. All-time high is 25 cents over a year ago. All-time low was 2 years ago at 0.002. I'm bullish on Zilliqa long term. Hang on one sec. With the things that they're doing, if you've really dived in and looked at Zilliqa and what they're doing, I think Zilliqa would be a long-term hold, but a lot of long-term holds that I have, I don't like holding long-term coins that have this high of a max supply, which is pretty much what those max supplies are meant for. Long-term holds are just, you know, long-term holds are more meant for these max supply coins. I mean, they're not totally meant for the max supply coins, but you kind of get what I'm saying at. I don't hold that because the rewards are not as enticing to me as the low max supply and low circulating supply coins. But I am bullish on Zilliqa in the long term. Definitely do your research on them because they're doing a lot of really cool things. So I think Zilliqa would be a great long-term hold. So Zilliqa, don't remember the last time I charted it. I said if we broke above the 786, we'd be going to the moon, and that did not happen. We're currently 786 is giving us a hell of a time right here. See, we've been consolidating since October 21st. We briefly had a body above it, but we instantly got rejected. Back below it, WTX is pretty much neutral. RSI is low. We definitely have juice to run, and you can see we did pretty much reset here at 26, and we've been making higher highs and higher lows since. MACD is starting to grow as well. So short term right now, this fib is actually still valid. We're currently, hang on, let me just see, check something real quick. I'm gonna hide this one. We're gonna use this fib channel as well. So as of right now on this fib channel, which is just it's It's more accurate than the other one I had. That's why. So we're actually going off the most recent bottom instead of the lower bottom. Because if we went off the lower bottom, it would make it invalid, but the most recent bottom makes it valid. We actually got stopped out at the 7.8, new 786 here, and working our way back down. So short term right now, I would actually be bullish on. I mean, this candle still has 2 hours and 42 minutes to grow. If we do retrace, we probably will retrace back down to that 28 cents range, but we do have the setup to go. Let's check the 1 hour, 1 day chart and see if we have a little bit more information. So the 1 day chart is about ready to flip bullish on Zilliqa. So you can see we did have this capitulation down to around 2.8. The WTX is extremely low. RSI, look at that RSI just moving sideways for so long. When the RSI does this, all that equals is lower prices. RSI needs to have some sort of movement. There's no strength there. I mean, relative strength index. When the strength is high, the coin goes. When the strength is low, the coin shits the bed. When there's no strength and it's neutral, the coin shits the bed. But as of right now, it looks like about ready to have a bullish crossover here on the MACD. So with that and with these indicators being as low as they are on the day chart, it looks bullish. So you can see we've been making these lower highs. We had a high up to this resistance. We had a high up to the 0.5. And as of right now, it's kind of looking like we're going to be having a high up to the 618 here at around 3 cents. Remember, this is the day chart. It's going to take a while to grow. There could be, 3 or 4 days until we reach that, but it does look like it wants to head up to around 3 cents this week at some point. We just need to keep an eye on that. So longer term, if you call that long term, I call that long term because I'm more of a swing trader. The longer term, it does look bullish up to around 3 cents. If we go back to the 4 hour chart, there's just not a lot of information here to really go off of. So I'd just be looking for that movement above the 786 at 2.9 and then inevitably working our way up to 3 cents, which is that resistance area. Then assess the situation. So the day chart shows it up to 3 cents. If I do the same scenario here with the high, we would have the high here, we'd have the high here. We had the drop, we had the second high, we had the drop, then we'd have the second high be around 3 cents. Yeah. So I'd be keeping an eye on a movement up to 3 cents. I don't think we're falling back below 2.8. I strongly believe we're not going to fall below 2.8 unless we wake up on Monday and BTC is below 18K. Wow, look at that. That was, as I said, that candle just grew huge. Yeah, so I don't think we're falling back below this unless BTC absolutely gets down or wrecked tomorrow. I think if BTC continues doing what it's doing, we are going to be working our way back up to around 3 cents. So with that, guys, I am going to end the live stream. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight and supporting the channel. Please click that like button. It helps my channel grow. If you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord channel. I'll stick around in the chats for a little bit to chat with you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto.